portion of math here. So we just did a little unit on probability, which I think was pretty good. But this is now statistics, and we want to be able to calculate mean, median, mode, and range of data sets. Raise your hand if you've heard those words before. Oh, good. Yes. All right. These are measures of central tendency. So a measure of central tendency is a value that describes the center or middle, of a data set. The center or middle of a data set. I use mean and median all the time when I look at your test data. Well, that's standard operating procedure in a grade book, is to look at what the average was. And it's important to be able to compare median and average than median and mean. Because the closer they are together, that's a better information. Sometimes I can look at the mean and it's like super low, but the median is like a 95. And what does that mean? That means a whole lot of people did super good, but then a whole bunch of people did really bad, all right, which isn't so good. So mean, what is the mean? All of them added up and divided. Yeah, it's the average of the values. And what that means is you add them all together, the sum, you sum them up, and then divide. So the sum over the total number of entries. We add them together and divide by the total number of data points we've got. You're going to be doing it graphically today. In your Delta Math, they're going to show you what it looks like. When you'll see it. Oh, you just reorganize things and so it's a nice little box, which is kind of interesting. Median, what's the median? That's right. The median, you have to get everything in order, but it is the very middle data point. And it might not even be a data point. It might have to be the average of two data points. But they must be in order. Must be in order. Obviously, it doesn't make sense if they're in a random order to pick the middle one. That could be the highest one if they weren't in order. So we want to make sure that those are all in order. Anyone know what the mode or modes is? Shaymus, what you got? No, those are typically called the highest and lowest, or maximum and minimum. But the mode, I like to think of the thing that is the most often occurring. All right? And there could be more than one, but it's a value that occurs the most often. So I can see that when I look at my when I look at Power School, I can see, well, actually I can do it in Delta Math too. I can organize it so I can see how many score they got, like on our test. How many 100% did we have? So I can easily see, and it happens to be the most often occurring score, so that was really, really good. So a mode is the most often occurring value or values. There can be more than one mode. So we're going to practice a little bit here. You're going to want to trust your rusty calculator close at hand. All right, the daily, let's see, it says find the mean, median, and mode, and range. Ooh, what's the range? The range is the highest minus the lowest. All right, write that down. The range is the highest minus the lowest. That is your range of data. So keep that in mind. Round to the nearest tenth when necessary. Daily high temperatures for the past 2 weeks in Orlando, Florida. What should we do with this data? Put it in order. Absolutely always a good idea to start by putting it in order. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. It looks like my lowest is 82. So when you put things in order, make sure you cross them off as you go. So I think it's always important to organize. Organize your data first. So what 82, what comes next? 86. We have one 86 and we have another 86. All right, I see also at 87. And quite a few 88s. 1, 2, and 3. All right, I see an 89 and another 89. And we see a couple of 90s. And, oh, a third 90. And then a 91 and a 92. 91 and 92. Okay. Always a good idea to go back and count to make sure that I have the same number I started with. So I'm going to count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I got 14 data points there, and I wanted to just make sure I got 14 on my organization as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, good. I have the same number on both. That's really, really important. So let's start. How do we find the mean? Add them all up. All right, the mean. We are going to add all these data points up, and then what do we divide by? The 14. Yeah, how many there are? Good. Okay, go ahead and use your calculators, everybody. Let's go. Make sure we all agree, get the same number here. Add them up. Oh, that's not. Okay, what did you get for your sum? 1,236. Very good. 1,236, and you add them up and then divide by 14, and we get 88.3 when we round off. 88.3. If there are 14 objects, what is the very median? What is the very middle one? 7. Yep. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, look at that. There are 2 objects right in the middle. So how do we figure out what the median is going to be if there's 2 that are in the middle? You add them up and divide. We got to find the average of the 2. And so, yeah, we are going to add those together. So 88 plus 89 over 2 to find the middle, okay? 88 plus 89, whoops, I can't do that. And then divide by 2, I get 88.5. Oh, could we have known that? Yeah, totally, right? What's right in the middle of 88 and 89? Okay. Sometimes I need to use my brain instead of my calculator. Okay. What is the mode? What does mode mean? Most often. What numbers occur most often? 88 has 1, 2, 3 values, and 90 also has 3 values. Those occur most often. So 88 and 90 are both, just so you know, you should be taking notes. Are we taking notes? Your hands are all on your computers, and that just really drives me nuts, boys. All right. How do you find the range? Yeah, the range is the highest minus lowest. 92 minus 82 equals 10. Okay, let's go down to number 3. Number 3, Jenna's math quiz grades in the second quarter. What should we do first? Organize. I'm going to organize them. Let's see. It looks like 72. 72 is going to start us off, and then I have 78. And then 80. And 82. And 84. 87. And 90. And 95. And 98. All right, I'm going to count, make sure I got them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got 9 original scores. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I got 9, so I have them all. All right, what should we do to find the mean? Ladies, add them all up and divide. Okay, take a second and add your numbers together. Add them up. What'd you get for your total? 766? I got 766. And then there were 9 entries, 9 data points, so divided by 9, 85.1. 85.1. All right, if there are 9 data points, which one's going to be the very middle? 84. How do we know it's 84? Yeah, you can sort of count one, bring them in from both sides, those 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, and it's the 5th data point that's right in the middle. 4 and 4, and then 1 in the middle makes 9. All right. So the median is 84. I don't have to do anything special with that. What's the mode? There is not a mode here. Nothing has an exceptional amount of data points. They're all the same. And what's the range? 98 minus 72 is 26. Very good. Do you have questions on this? Turn the page. We're going to do number 5. Number 5, Trayvon has 4 grades in science class so far, 97, 78, 89, and 94. If he has a test coming up, what grade would he need so his overall average is at least a 90? So we're talking about average. Tell me what we do to find an average of something. Add them all up and divide by the number that there are. Well, we've got some test scores here, so we're going to add these all up. 97 plus 78 plus 89 plus 94. But we want to know what his average will be after his next test. Do we know what his next test score is going to be? No, what can we call that? A variable. Can I call it X? So his next test is going to be a score of X, all right? And how many tests do we have then in our grade book? 5, so we're going to divide by 5. And we want that so that his average is at least 90. At least 90 means at the lowest it's 90, but if that's greater than or equal to 90, that would be very, very good. So in order to figure out what his next test needs to be, we can solve this little equation. Let's see, I'm going to clean this up. I can do a lot of things here. I can add these up to clean that up a little bit. 97 plus 78 plus 89 plus 94. So that becomes 358 plus x divided by 5 needs to be greater than or equal to 90. All right, what should we do to solve for x, to get x all by itself? What do you want to do? Try a bunch of numbers. Well, this is the beauty of algebra. Right now this is 358 plus x all divided by 5. Can we get rid of that all divide by 5? What should we do to get rid of divide by 5? Multiply, yeah, we can multiply both sides by 5 so that it cancels out. What is 90 times 5? 450. 9 times 5 is 45. Put on your 0. Alright, so 358 plus x. Well, 358 plus something has to be greater than or equal to 450. How do we get x by itself? Subtract 358. So then x is all by itself, and that is our test score, must be greater than or equal to 450 minus 358 must be greater than 92. So he needs a 92 or better to have an average of at least 90. Okay. I don't want to talk about this stuff because I don't think it's actually very accurate. So we're going to stop right there. Do you have questions for me?